Hello Philippines and hello world. This is Saving 101 with Natasha. We all know that Christmas season is right around the corner. We all need to learn how to save up. But how do we do that? We can use the field of math and consumer mathematics. Consumer mathematics is something that we use and need in our everyday lives. It includes percentage, savings, retail, buying, interest, and so much more. It comprises practical mathematical techniques used in commerce. Field of mathematics, which shows us how to use our basic math skills in our everyday lives. It teaches us to budget our money, to save, to pay our taxes, and a lot more. Consumer mathematics is basically something that will teach us how to use our money wisely. Being said, it is very obvious that consumer mathematics is a very important aspect of our lives. But how do you guys think can we apply this to the real world? We all know that teenagers really enjoy shopping. I'm one who enjoys shopping a lot. Many students need to learn how to make educated spending choices. Can you determine which is a better economical choice? Buying 12 packs of soda or just buying 2 liters? Is the best time to buy different products? Are coupons worth it? How can you easily determine things like tips in restaurants or sale prices in your head? Learned skills that require basic understanding of math and of course our common sense. Today I was given the privilege to interview one of the part owners of my favorite restaurants, Nalita and Borrow, and one of the owners of the advertising agency called Quick Brown Fox. Hello Philippines and hello world. Today we have Franco M. Alvarez, a businessman and a father to 3. So Mr. Alvarez, for you, why is consumer mathematics important?
Good morning. Consumer mathematics is important. As my understanding goes, it's about personal budgeting. And so, even at a very young age, people like you, up to people like us, budgeting and knowing where to spend your money, how to spend it wisely, is very crucial and critical growing up as a contributing individual to society. And not only that, as to develop yourself into a very financially stable and independent human being.
Thank you. So Mr. Alvarez, since you're an entrepreneur with multiple businesses, how do you decide where to put your money and how much?
I guess, Miranda, the first thing to do is to determine your goals in life, your priorities, how you want to grow up, and how do you want to be known as in terms of your career, your profession, etc. Once you've determined that, you try to figure out and find ways wherein your particular investments, whether it be in business or in stocks or whatever, would lead you towards that goal. For me personally, my goal is mainly number 1 to be financially dependent, and number 2, I would want my money to work for me. And so all my investments are properly aligned for me to reach that particular goal. As much as possible, I want to diversify and not put all my eggs in one basket, so to speak. And so my businesses or my investments vary from restaurants to advertising mediums to small and medium enterprises as well. And basically in general, the number 1 important thing here is that you'll be able to monitor your funds and at the same time watch it grow for yourself.
Very well said, Mr. Alvarez. So with that being said, for you, what advice can you give us for budgeting our money?
Okay, so I'm assuming, well, normally people your age have money by allowances.
Yeah.
But others are more entrepreneurial, they probably have small businesses or sidelines, etc. My first advice would be to always set aside a little bit, probably 20 to 30% of your allowance. Set it aside as savings already at a very young age. Why? It's important that these funds for savings will be set aside for future use. But at the same time also, this will allow you flexibility when the time comes for you to decide what you want. So if you want, let's say at the end of the year, you want to spend it on something nice for yourself, go ahead. But I'd rather you spend it on maybe a small sideline business during the summer, or maybe you do a buy and sell type of business. You know, something that you'll you'll be able to easily implement at the same time easily gain returns for. Now the 70% from the remaining bulk of your allowance, just properly allotted for the things you need, not really want, but things you need on a weekly or on a daily basis as a student. So should it be probably your meals, budget for your projects, schoolwork, etc. But whatever that is, consider it as your daily operating expenses as a student. But still very important, at least set aside the 30%. This will allow you to have that discipline as you grow up, as you grow older, to really just focus on not spending everything that you have and really putting something aside for either savings, for investments, or for a rainy day.
Thank you so much, Mr. Alvarez, for all your help.
You're welcome.
The application in real world that I found out has mathematics existing into it are our basic life. It's pretty shocking that our life decisions such as where to go, what to eat, how to split the bill, how to get to the mall in the faster way has math written all over it. One application that struck me the most is savings. Why savings? Savings because as a college student, I encounter this every single day. Saving is a very important thing for me to do because I really like buying different things without me having to rely on anybody, and I think that in order for me to be able to do that, I have to save. Students such as I need to be taught the importance of savings. Students should also have a better understanding on simple versus compound interest. Curriculum should include an in-depth look on the different investments, including the pros and cons, so that the students can better understand what is available to them. Another application of consumer mathematics in the real world is the use of credit cards. Having a credit card can be a good thing and a bad thing. It could lead to bankruptcy and never-ending debts. Proper understanding of credit is a key skill that students need to master. In addition, students should learn how the credit ratings from different companies work. In all honesty, I really enjoyed matapre. Some people may take advantage of it because it's just math appreciation. People may think na, oh okay, that's just nothing, that's not complicated. But for me, math is a really important subject. Why? Because with matapre, I was able to understand the implications of math in the real world. And I was able to give importance to it even more. Topics in matapre were a bit hard to understand. Some were a bit confusing, and it was really frustrating because other topics are really long, and if you miss one part, you'll get everything else wrong. But I realized that in order to perfect these things, you just have to practice and practice, and you'll eventually get it right. Thank you guys for watching Saving 101 with Miranda Alvarez. I hope that you learned something.